Hello, you all Uber dupers. Welcome to Birmingham's roundup for this week's news and, well, not gossips, because you don't get to see many drivers while you're working for Uber. That's one of the disadvantages, actually. Probably plays in the hand of the actual Uber company, where drivers are not communicating between themselves. I think that works very well for them. Anyway, just let's round this week off. My ratings, I'm sticking to my word as promised. It's going down. You've seen it. Let me just show you what it is now. 4.76. You probably remember on my previous videos, from 4.84 going all the way down, and to see if I could get deactivated from Uber, and what sort of programming, what sort of programs or help even they provide for drivers who are basically in the shits. Okay, well, what's been happening this week? Firstly, you've probably seen the rating down, but it's my second week of getting well, it's not the second week, it's the second time I've received the prestiged MVP award. So probably ain't gonna get it this week, because they normally send you a newsletter just to say how, where you were last week, sort of a thing. So I know for a fact I'm not in next week's MVP award. Okay, so let's discuss this week's newsletter. Just didn't think you probably got the newsletter, probably haven't read it yet, but it's nice to share between ourselves. One of the things you've probably seen on the newsletter is the new advert they're promoting. Get there with Uber. I think that's the main catchphrase. I'm not sure how this is going to work for them, actually, because Uber, throughout the whole process of being a successful company, I've always relied on online advertising rather than what this is trying to promote. I'm presuming it's on billboards, posters, the main media link of advertisements. So I'm not sure how this is going to work out for them. And one of the things you've probably seen is they're also trying to work on the people who actually make the company. And this advertisement is a bit like the advertisement the motorcyclists used to. There's a person behind the motorcycle, so just don't pull out in front of him because it's Clive, he's got 3 kids and all them sort of things. So it's a bit very much like that as well. You've seen that, and he talks about all the other people within the Uber drivers, how what they're doing, and some of this is like the final stages of their life, really. 438 miles, till he opens a restaurant. So then he goes, I suppose, I'm presuming, and them sort of things. Let me tell you, I mean, these advertisements have probably been run previously by other companies. So on that marketing side of things, I think Uber are quite behind in a way. As I said, the motorcyclists, the person behind the companies and them sort of thing. I mean, those kind of things have been going on for years now, so it's nothing new. So well, have a look at yourself, and you judge for yourself what you think of it. New opening hours for all you guys in Birmingham. I'm not going to say what they are, because probably you wouldn't remember anyway, and you only know it when you need to go and give your documents in, because the picture you took wasn't good enough. So see, that's and you heard me talking about it from previous videos, how this is a problem. I mean, this is a classic example how you don't have a problem, but you create a problem, you solve the problem yourself, you get people activated, and then you are the hero. God's sake, Anyway, there's some new opening hours, self-inflicted. you know, and then self-certified problem solver Uber Birmingham on. So that's got some new opening hours for you to have a look at there as well. They were talking about Uber iPitch. I haven't got a clue what the hell that's all about. I'm presuming it's got more to do with the sort of marketing I was on about earlier, where they market these kind of things to the riders, and so they probably said to riders, you know, give us some of your brilliant ideas, and what we'll do, we'll pitch it out to like a bit of a dragon's den, but not in a den, it's dragon's back of the car, Uber car sort of a thing. You know, so I haven't got a clue. If anyone does know how he works or what he does, you know, by all means, you know, you could just write a bit about it on bottom of the screen, as I say. And rounding off, what the 1% top drivers, MVP drivers, have been saying this week. Know your city. Know your city. It helps you. It does, but do you know how flipping big a city is? You know, I've been doing this job 20 years. I could tell you, I don't even know half the streets. Well, I don't even know. I probably don't even know about 10% of the, you know, streets in Birmingham after 20 years of, you know, slugging it out there. So someone to come to say, you know your city, and all the drivers, all the riders will love you. That's a lot of BS if you ask me. Ask drivers, ask riders if they've got a preferred route. Most of them don't even know where they're going, so that's out of the window. Accepting all jobs and be nice to all riders. Accepting all jobs. Now, you've probably seen they've got a new system of where the next jobs, you know, before you used to get a round screen and used to have two roads, and you really have to guess where that is, you know, and you have to be pretty good like me to know where exactly that location was. But now they come out with the whole address and everything, and what that does, so you know, if you're in a particular area, you probably know roughly what that job is and everything. So that's good for drivers, by the way, because since that come out, I mean, you know, I've been not taking jobs at all because they're too far, and because you know where they are. Before, they used to just give you a round screen and you couldn't even make, you know, anything out of it, you know. So you know, that's good. And also, if you've seen the app, I think they altered everything around now, haven't they? I think it's designed, whoever's taken it over and whoever's updated for the last 8 is left-handed, because that suits a left-handed person a lot better than a right-handed person. So you know, nothing against the left-handed people by any means. And just one thing quickly, listen guys, I mean I do talk about a lot about Uber ratings and everything, but this is a serious point, and it's becoming an embarrassment to what I'm hearing and everything. You know, what I'm hearing from passengers is like, you know, you are begging for them, you know, for them to give you a star rating, 5-star rating. I never do that. I never have, and never will beg someone to, you know what I mean. And it's you know what I mean, I'm hearing it all the time now. You know, it's like a 5-star harassment for these kind of passengers now. You know what I mean, they are harassed, then, you know, for you to, you know, for them to give you a 5-star ratings, and the things you're doing, you know what I mean, it's just pathetic. You know, I mean, you know, I can understand, you know, you wanted to keep a job with Uber and everything, but please, you know what I mean, don't go overboard. You know what I mean, you don't have to bend your back that far to get the 5-star rating. You know, I mean, some of the things I've been hearing from passengers, what you guys are doing, you know, if your family, your wife, your kids were hearing what I'm hearing and then saying, well, this is your dad, that's what your dad is doing to the passengers to get a star rating, you know what I mean, they would probably, you know, well, the wife will leave you and the kids will say, you know, I'm not your dad anymore, look at what you're doing, how low are you going? So please have some sort of self-respect, you know, and don't ask passengers for, you know, to give you a 5-star rating and all that, you know what I mean. Let them decide, you know. The way to, and you know, the way to rate a passenger is simple. You rate them what you think they're gonna give you. Simple as that. Anyway, I better go, and I'll talk to you guys next week. You take care, guys. Bye bye now.